Hey, good morning, guys. This is Jimmy from Primer is Best. It is a beautiful morning, not a cloud in the sky. I'm so happy to be alive. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I was asking y'all's opinion on my wife and I were thinking about going on vacation. We haven't been on vacation in 13 or 14 years. My mother-in-law at that time was still alive, and of course my father-in-law had passed away. So anyway, so I was scared to leave. I was scared to leave. I was scared to leave to go anywhere because of my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law at the time when she was alive, she lived way out in the country, and I was just scared. This woman, you just have to know her. She was very self-efficient, paid her own bills. Done everything, and she was in her 90s, well 80s when her husband passed away, my father-in-law. So we stayed real close to home because, we're not that far from her. So anyway, so now this is our first opportunity, my wife and myself, Mrs. PIB. We're going to go on vacation. So getting to the point, I had my Lincoln MKZ sitting out here, a 2008 MKZ. And I had this 2003 Chevy Cat-Eye Truck, and I was asking y'all which one do y'all like, would y'all go on vacation in? Now the Lincoln MKZ, there's not a thing wrong with that car. Beautiful car, 80,000 miles on it. But I've been on vacations before, as I explained before in other videos, and I've had car trouble. So, where something broke, and what kind of stigmatized me, or whatever that word is, got in my brain is I had to wait for a part to come in, and it took a couple days. So there was 2 days at that time we were in Florida, 2 days that we didn't have a car, and plus I was at a place that I didn't know who these folks were. I'm not calling them dishonest or anything. They were really good folks, and turned out they were very honest. But I don't know. Ever since then, I've always think, well, what if? So I've had this truck checked out, had the oil changed in it, and all that, and it's got brand new tires on it. As of well, they're not a year old yet. I've had everything checked on it, and this truck runs great. AC works great. Everything works on the truck. New belt, had new belts put on it, everything. And I just decided, because this is a 5.3 in it, that I would just drive it, because like the Lincoln MKZ, parts are not as readily. Oh, this is the insides of it. I'm going to clean all this out. I just like for things to be real clean. Anyway, they made 5.3s for so long, and they're such good engines that I'm just going to drive this. Had, like I said, new belts, everything. Had a mechanic check it out. It's good to go. Other than it being dirty, we've had so much rain here, but that's part of it. It's going to get dirty on the way. So, yep. So, my wife and I are going to take this. Now, I'm glad I'm taking this, because I got this bed cover for this truck, and I've asked Brian, that's GM 1038 on YouTube. I've asked him which would he drive. He said drive this one. I've asked Tim Dixon at Gas X Chop Shop. He said drive this one, just because parts are readily available, and there's tons of room. So I've got 2 metal detectors, and I'm going to take for my wife and myself to play with. We're going to the beach. Haven't been in, oh my goodness. The first time I ever seen the ocean, I was 50 years old. I haven't been anywhere to speak of. So anyway, this is going to be a real treat for us. And I don't know why, but my wife and myself, I'm 67 now. And, like I said, it's been 13 or 14 years since I've been any place, like the beach or anything like that. So it's going to be a real adventure. And I don't know, my wife and I are kind of looking at each other. Do we really want to go? I think we've got so settled in being here at home that, I don't know. I don't want to say the adventure has come out of us, but, or, wanting to do things. But I don't know, things just, y'all probably don't understand, but just doing things like I had planned on doing. COVID came up and all that stuff, and I had big plans when I retired to do things, but it just kind of went to the wayside. So, but now we're going to go on vacation. We've made up our mind we're going to go, unless my wife changes her mind. If she does, I told her that's perfectly fine. I got this thing here just to hold things in place. It comes across the bed. Anyway, I'm going to get the leaf blower, blow this bed out best I can, because I've been hauling stuff in this truck. This is a really good truck, and I really like it. I think it's probably going to get, I don't know, 15 or 16 miles to a gallon. It's going to take more gas than the Lincoln MKZ, but I'm just looking at it from a practicality standpoint of, if I need a part for this truck, chances are the local auto parts store, somebody's going to have it. I'm not going to have to wait, and maybe possibly, I'm going to take a few tools and stuff, and I might possibly be able to fix it. Maybe, who knows? Hopefully nothing will happen. But this thing rides comfortable, goes down the road good, cruise works, air works. Like I said, everything works on the truck. So, I told my wife, I said, look, we don't really have to pack, really neat or tight, trying to get everything to fit. I said, we got this bed, we'll just throw everything in. And you've probably seen a video not so long ago where we bought some luggage, where we were planning on going on vacation, buying luggage, Anyway, so, luggage has got wheels. That's how long it's been since we've been anywhere. So, I'm going to get the leaf blower, blow this thing out. Then I'm going to have to blow off the driveway again, get some of this stuff out of here. And I'm not packing today. I'm just getting prepared to pack. So when we're ready, we can just throw it in. I'm going to leave early in the morning. It's going to be a few days from this video when we're leaving. So, but I'm the kind of guy, I like to get prepared. I like to make sure everything's good to go. And, we'll go from there. And anyway, let me get the leaf blower, guys. And I'm going to blow this thing out. Hang in there, okay? Oh, okay, guys. I got it all cleaned out. Looks much better. And this is as good as I'm going to get it, because it's going to get, if you go to Florida, you're going to get sand, right? If you're on the beach. So it's going to get dirty. It's fine. This is one of those trucks that it looks good enough to go somewhere in. I mean, it's a good truck, but you're not afraid to, park up next to somebody, whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, if you will subscribe, you're watching Primer Does Best. If you will subscribe to Primer Does Best, my wife and I is going to take you on the Florida adventure with us. And so I'll be posting videos of our adventure when we get started. When we leave, I'm going to leave early in the morning. When I leave, I want to get through some of the major cities that we'll be going through, maybe before rush hour gets started. And I meant to tell you this too. My wife and I bought it's a Garmin, I want to say 53 or 62, something. My wife knows. For directions. And a lot of y'all is going to say, well, Jimmy, why don't you just use your phone? Well, that's a good idea, but I'd just rather have that. There's a little lady that talks that talks on it, and I just always like those Garmin's. I've had one before, and it's served me and my wife very well. I just like them. You just plug them in and type it in, you're good to go. I'm also going to take one of those cameras that you put on your dash, mounted front, as you could, as you're driving down the road, whatever. So I'm going to try to remember to take that anyway. I'm going to take things that I need. I don't want to get sunburned when I get down there. That's the first thing I am concerned about, is getting sunburned first day or second day, whatever. I just don't want that to happen. I'm going to be sure to wear a hat because, as you know, I don't have no hair. So it should be a fun adventure. I'm going to have a good time. I might, typically when I go to Florida, I act like, I try to have fun, guys. I try to have fun. So whatever I do, and nobody knows me in Florida, so I'm going to act like I'm, the last time I was there, I told folks that I was a plastic surgeon. Y'all just have to know me, but I like to have fun. But I was sitting in the hot tub with a bunch of folks, and I said I was a plastic surgeon from New York, and I told folks, I was introduced, I was saying, where are you from, what do you do, blah. Finally, somebody asked me, said, Jimmy, where are you from, what do you do? And I said, I'm from New York. I'm a plastic surgeon, and I botched up a bunch of surgeries on folks. And so I said, I've left New York. I'm down here in Florida, and I said, I'm going to try my luck down here with plastic surgery. People actually believed me. Of course, later on I told them the truth. But, and another time when my wife and I went to Florida, I told folks, in the same situation, sitting in a hot tub, where there's folks where they're sitting there. You can't really do nothing, can you? So you're sitting there looking at the guy or girl across from you, whatever. And I said, I'm from Tennessee. I said, we make moonshine. And I said, I'm just delivering a load here to Florida. And, I said, I'm just trying to, I said, I'm fixing to head back to Tennessee in a few days, but I thought I'd just hang around for a day or two and blah, blah, blah. I just make up stuff as I go. But anyway, that was a lot of fun then, too. People thought it was a lot of fun. You just had to have been there. But anyway, I try to have fun wherever I go. I'm not hurting anybody, and I'm making fun of myself, so it's no big deal. But my point is, if you'd like and subscribe to Primer Does Best, I'm going to take you on the adventure with me. And my wife and I, we always make a game of it just because it's fun to do. It's fun to do. But we always make a game of how cheap can you go somewhere, and how cheap can you make things go. For example, I probably shouldn't tell you all this, but for example, they have grills there, at the motel, grills. And, we would wait for folks to cook their meal on the grill. And when they took their food off, we would, we would take over the grill, and put our stuff on it, our hot dogs, our hamburger meat, whatever we was cooking. And so we didn't have to buy charcoal. But I'm just saying, it's just so much fun just to see if you can do it. If you can go on the cheap and be as cheap as you can. It's not that we can't afford to go buy charcoal, anything like that. It's more of a challenge. It's more fun if you just act like, well, how cheap can we go? Also, my wife and I are going to go on thrift store adventures, pawn shops, and all that stuff down in Florida too. So it should make for a lot of fun. And I'll be putting those videos probably up on Man on a Budget, my second YouTube channel, Man on a Budget. So if you would like and subscribe to Primer Does Best, which is what you're watching now, and Man on a Budget, you won't miss any of the Florida trip. And on the way back, I don't know how this is going to pan out. On the way back, we'll be going up through Alabama. So we might stay a night or two in Alabama. I'm not for sure. But I'm kind of, like I said, I'm not for sure. Don't quote me on anything. But I would like to try to go to where Ricky Nelson, remember Ricky Nelson from the 50s and 60s? Garden Party, Hello Mary Lou, all those kind of things, those songs. He's one of my favorite singers. I still listen to him today on YouTube. But his last night was in Gunnersville, Alabama. I'm going to try to go to his room. I don't think they let anybody stay in that room. I just maybe show it off a little bit. So I think. Anyway, if you'll like and subscribe, you might like the adventure hanging out with us. And my wife is a hoot to hang out with. And I'm looking forward to making some good memories with her while we still can, while we can still move and all this other stuff. So move, I mean walk. I'm having knee problems. So while I can, I'm going to take advantage of life. Take advantage of life. This is something I've waited for. I don't know how many days I've been at work at a job that I absolutely hated, but I had to work in order to pay my bills like everybody else. I can't just up and quit. I had to work. And man, I hated that job. But anyway, I don't know how many times I would go on break and sit outside and just, whether I was on night shift looking at the stars or during the day shift and looking at the beautiful sky, thinking, oh, if I could just get out of here. Here's my chance. Here's our chance. And I'm going to spend it with the best friend I have on this earth, my wife. So y'all like and subscribe to Primitive Best. My name is Jimmy, and looking forward to hearing from you, and we'll just do this adventure together. Okay, it should be a lot of fun. I hope that you subscribe where you don't miss out. It should be a lot of fun. My wife and I are she won't admit it, but she's a little crazier than I am. But she acts like she's got it together. But she does not. So anyway, if you think I'm the crazy one, she's got me beat by, half a mile or a mile. Anyway, so, but she acts real good in front of y'all. But anyway, y'all have a blessed day. Thanks for watching. You're watching Primitive's Best. My name is Jimmy. I'm also on Facebook, Primitive's Best, and Instagram, Primitive's Best. I got a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget, as I said, and I'm on Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. Y'all stay safe. God bless y'all. Thank you for watching this, and I sure do hope y'all will subscribe and stay tuned to what we're doing. And I think y'all might enjoy the adventure. We'll be talking along the way and just having a good time. I'd like for y'all are like my family to me. I'd like for y'all to hang in there with us and have some fun with us, guys. Y'all have a blessed day. God bless each and every one of y'all. Catch you in the next one, guys. See y'all later.